As my chairman has already explained, when you do what we do, which is speak outside the norm, and you dare to speak truth to power in the country Nigeria, you do so fully cognizant of the risks that you are taking. Nigeria is a dangerous place to speak truth. Speaking truth in Nigeria endangers your life. And I doubt there is anyone of the radical persuasion who is not already aware of the extent of dangers that we daily deal with when we open our mouths to speak the truth in Nigeria. I have never been under any illusion as to the kind of existential evil that stalks everyone who dares to speak truth in Nigeria. But the recent, this particular experience is a little different. It is one thing to be walking with the paranoia with which we walk in Nigeria, because in Nigeria, paranoia is merely a heightened sense of self-preservation. But when you now get to the point where you know that the only thing standing between you and certain death in this country is for you to keep your mouth shut, that is dangerous, and we're already in that dangerous place. However, on Monday last week, I've been hearing hints. I've been hearing hints. I've known that some people, a lot of people are pissed off with me, particularly because of what I have had to say in relation to the NSAS protests, the killings at the toll gate, and the reopening, the planned reopening of that toll gate. I was already aware that I was offending a lot of powerful people. But by Monday, I first got hint of, I sensed something wasn't right, but by Tuesday, it was confirmed. I got a call. I've been living in Lagos for 35 years. I came to Lagos as a 17-year-old in 1985. I have been here 35, going on 36 years. And I have lived in the Etiosa axis since 2002. That is at least, 19 years now. I saw Lekki as a village, and I'm seeing it develop into the metropolis it has become today. So I'm part and parcel of the landscape. And I have not been a completely useless person to some of the persons I've come across in my time living in this space. And I was giving a specific and clear warning on Tuesday. Somebody was privy to certain discussions at certain levels. I am not going to be able to disclose the name of my source, but I was sufficiently concerned enough to know that this is not one of those empty threats. The threat was specific, names were mentioned. I know one of the persons who was mentioned, even at a personal level, is somebody I've known for years. And it would be most stupid of me to dismiss what I was told and the veracity of what I was told. Being confronted with that, I consulted with Baba as the head of the organization to which I belong. I spoke with a few other friends as well, and we all agreed that given the experiences of Nigeria and Chief Bola Ige, who was the Attorney General, a sitting Attorney General, and was murdered in his own bedroom, in his own house, in sleepy Bodija in Ibadan. Given the fact that we have also witnessed the gruesome murder of Delegiwa, who briefed his lawyer on a Friday. Chief Gani was preparing to do something about it on the Monday, and by Sunday, Delegiwa was bumped to smithereens. We will all die. That is the only thing that is certain for all who draws breath. My next birthday, I'll be 53. I never thought I would live to be 35. So I have been blessed to have lived as long as I have lived. Whether I live to be another 53 years old, whether I live another 53 years, I'm not going to live forever. Eventually, I will die. Just like all of us will die. However, it is crystal clear and important for men to understand that they are not the givers of life, and they cannot be the ones who determine how a man might live his life and presume to be the takers. I have told the law enforcement officers, I have sent them my petition clearly, and I have requested protection from the Nigerian state. However, certain persons amongst my own friends, Baba Ogunla and Mr. Ademilui here, key members of my family, and certainly friends and associates from way back, they are fully aware of the fact, and I have shared this fact with them, so that should anything happen, they know who to allocate the guilt to. In this case, I am telling the public, I have never, ever once sought anything from my public advocacy. I do not desire political office, I am not looking for money, and I'm not chasing clouds. This is about the future. I have children. They should be able to live in a country where they are free and where they are able to fulfill the potentials that God has deposited in them. So when I open my mouth and I am speaking for those who do not have a voice. I am speaking for the vulcanizer on the street who cannot articulate his position. I am speaking for the carpenter. I am speaking for those who do not have, not everybody would have a camera in front of them, and when they do have cameras in front of them, not all of them can articulate their position, and not all of them understand the issues. I do not pretend to have a monopoly of wisdom. I have been wrong several times, and I expect that when I am wrong, there will be disputations based on reason. I was not counting on men turning themselves into hunters of men instead of hunters of rabbits and goats. But that is for people to do what they know how to do. I will continue to do what I do, but it is critical. It is very critical that Nigerians understand clearly. I am not a drug baron. I do not do business with anybody. I don't cheat anyone. If anything should happen to me, look no further than the persons I have named in my petition, whose identities I have already made clear to my own associates and friends. And in addition to this, open your eyes and be clear. I am in Lagos State. In Lagos State, there is a fusion between the criminal element and the ruling class. I say that without any equivocation. There is a fusion between the criminal element and the ruling hegemony. I have not joined any one of them in sharing anything, and I have no worries about consequences of things I might have done in my own space. But let people not look any further than the hegemony ruling this state and the persons I have mentioned specifically in my petition, if anything should happen to me.